Alright, welcome there everybody in Videoland. And today I'm going to share a dream about persecution. Well, not really a dream so much, but let me just digress. I went out with a friend that morning and came back after breakfast and had a nap. And during that nap I had a dream. And in that dream, those stairs right there I was coming down on and heard a woman on those stairs talking about God. And then there's another woman that was slightly over there that was talking about history. And there's a group of people over there. Well, I felt like the Lord was actually leading me at that time to go to Purdue. And so here I am at Purdue. And so as I was coming back from the library, there was a woman coming down from the stairs there. And there was a woman over there, and they were both very similar to the woman in my dream. So then I end up continuing to walk over there. I was wanting to go over in that direction at first, but I felt the Lord leading me not to do so. So I ended up going in this direction. And we're going to continue walking this direction, because I got to backpedal just a little bit, because I did mention, I think I mentioned, I had gone to the library at first, and I was searching on, I went to the history section, didn't find anything on the history section that really led me to read up on it. So as I was reading, I wasn't reading, but I ended up into the teacher section. I actually found a book there I found quite interesting. It was actually more of a kid's book. I just started reading it, and the book was about the Chinese encampments. Because back in World War II, all the all the Japanese people encampments, all the Japanese people were basically rounded up and put in concentration camps, if you will, back then, during World War II. And so I was like, okay, it's an interesting read. And the little boy was trying to show how he's so American and everything. But the guards still took him and took his family and put him in the detention camp. So as I'm going about, I end up stopping over here. And it doesn't have it right now, but there used to be, because this was many years ago that I had this experience, I saw a little newspaper stand over there. So I grabbed the newspaper and I just happened to see, oh, okay, there's some Christians meeting. So I actually headed up inside the building. I was actually walking to where this place was. And it just so happened to be over in this direction. So as I'm getting to the room where the Christians were supposed to be meeting, and granted, the interesting thing is, it didn't have a time for the Christians to actually meet. It was just kind of like, okay, we meet, and that was about it, in room something. And so I went into that room, and lo and behold, there just happened to be a Japanese teacher that I knew from high school teaching in that classroom. And her main thing was teaching Japanese. And so God was starting to show me at that point, you know, it's in there, pretty much that he was symbolizing, just as the Japanese people were put into concentration camps, so will the Christians also be put into concentration camps. And so that was God's way of kind of doing a little tour and showing that, hey, you know what? Just as the Japanese people got rounded up and put into concentration camps, so will the Christians. So I'm gonna wonder, is your faith strong enough to go into these camps? All right, God bless.
不要灰心，不要软弱，我会向你显明，国度路上不是那么一帆风顺的，哪有那样便宜的事 轻而易举就想得福，不是吗？今天，人人都要有苦的试炼，否则，你们爱我的心不会加强，对我不会有真正的爱。哪怕是一点点的环境，人人都要过关，只不过是程度不同罢了。与我的苦有份的，与我的甜必有份，那是我的应许，我给你们的祝福。尽管吃喝享受，黑暗过去就是光明。黎明前的天是最黑的，过去这会儿就逐渐亮了，之后有太阳上升。不要害怕，胆怯。
我信的是真神，到什么时候也不会背叛神。
看你人小志不小啊，你就等着劳教吧你啊！